All right. Thanks, Wes, for having me on your podcast today. It's been a while since we've last spoke, but excited to show a new edition of Convrrt today.
Bring it on, baby. This better be good. I'm just warning you.
It's going to be awesome. All right. So what we have here right now, what we're looking at is the actual dashboard of Convrrt. And what Convrrt allows you to do is build very specific funnels for your marketing needs. So if you're running a one-time offer, maybe a video sales letter, you could build all of that inside of Convrrt and then integrate that with your CRM. And we'll run through that here. So to get started, what we have is your typical dashboard. So these are a couple funnels that I've built. You have your quick buttons on the right-hand side where you could preview it. We have a real cool promote feature where it integrates to your social media account. So by clicking on any of these buttons, it will automatically go ahead and populate the text with the URL. And so you could build your custom message around that and promote it through your channels. And then when you click on the More button, you have several options. You could embed this on an existing website. So if you have, let's say, WordPress, and you want to add a landing page to your existing website, you could copy and paste this iframe code into the body, and it'll load the page for you. We also give you the option to set custom domain names. So by typing in the URL you want it to host on, you could follow these instructions, and it'll propagate the landing page to that custom domain.
Okay, so let's back up real quick. So this is, are we making landing pages here? Is this kind of like in competition with LeadPages or companies like that?
Yeah, we play in the similar space as LeadPages, Unbounce, and ClickFunnels. One thing that's very different what we do is instead of building a landing page, Convrrt allows you to build actual funnels, so several pages at a time. We make it a lot easier so you don't have to exit outside of the editor, go build your other page, come back, and link the buttons. We make it a lot easier for you to do that inside of the editor at once.
Okay, cool.
Yep. We also give you the ability to download the actual funnel. I mean, if you have your own private servers, you're very particular on how you host it for your clients, you could download the HTML and host it right on your own servers. So that's just a quick demo of how the dashboard works. But now let's get on to the real good stuff. When you click on Create a Smart Site, you get two options. You get to either pick from a marketplace of pre-proven funnels that we've built, or you could start from scratch. So we'll go ahead and go through the marketplace and take a look at what type of templates we have. The way we've categorized this is in 7 categories. So whether you're launching a business, promoting a new product, driving app downloads, et cetera, as you click on these different categories, you'll see those types of funnels be loaded right below it. Cool. So here are some examples of what the types of funnels we have. For example, let's say you're a dev shop and you wanted to generate new leads, or maybe you're an automotive shop. Typically what you like to do is show before and after, like a portfolio of the type of work you've done to help generate those leads. So we have a funnel just for that. Or maybe you're a consultant and you like to show off the past case studies of the type of success you've been able to drive for your past clients, and you want to give that away. We have a specific funnel for that. So you could go through the marketplace and really find something that really works for you. So for this demo, we'll go ahead and let's say we're promoting a webinar. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick this one. And the next page that we actually come to is our branding page. So this is something that we saw as a pain factor in a lot of existing tools, and something that agencies and partners would always ask about. Is like, I'm really tired of having cookie cutter templates around the web that looks exactly like mine. How can I take this landing page and brand it to my own colors, to my own needs. I have an existing website. I want this landing page to look like it's a part of my website. So that's where this branding feature came in from. So you could honestly just type in a URL of your existing website, and that process takes a couple of minutes, but what it does is it goes and takes a screenshot of your existing website, and it pulls the colors from that website and automatically loads it in your palette right here. So that's one option of getting colors off of your website. The second option is you could simply click on the color and you could give it a hex code, which you'll see right here. Or if you click on the first tab, you'll see a color wheel, and you could pick any general color that you might want to use. So let's go with this green one. And what you will see is the primary elements on this page, like the call to action button there, for example, it changed to that green color. Now I could go here and change all the colors, and it'll automatically update the landing page. So just to continue, we'll go ahead and give this site that we're about to edit a name. And these are just a couple other themes that I've worked with in the past. So once you've created a theme, you can save it. So I'll just pick a pre-existing theme that I've worked with in the past. And you could also use custom fonts to replace your headers and your titles. So like if I choose that one or Martel, you'll see that the page automatically updates. And once you've saved it, then you could hit save and go to the editor. So now what it's doing is it's taking the landing page that we just branded and it's loading it inside of the editor.
Nice.
So now we're inside of the editor, and what you'll see is that it's as simple as double clicking on any section of the page and just editing the text. So we have a pretty slick WYSIWYG editor that allows you to do that. Now, one real cool feature that we just released that we're excited about is an image gallery. So you could basically type any image gallery or any image that you want over here, and it'll automatically load it and apply it to your page.
Nice.
Now, going throughout the whole page, you could, again, just double click and edit any part of the page. And just by right clicking it, we could also reorder any particular section. So let's say I want to move this testimonial up one block. I could do that by clicking on the up arrow, and it'll automatically move it in that area, as you'll see here. Now, to get a little bit more into the marketing side and building out your funnel, we'll go ahead and take a look at how to do that. So for every call to action button, when you click on it, you'll see on the right-hand side that you could actually specify it to go to a particular external URL. So maybe you have another URL that you want to redirect them to. You could do that by typing in the URL here, or you could create a new page right away. So let's say I want to take them to a thank you page. I could click on create new page and give the new page a name, and I'll just hit create page. All right, and then when I come over here on the bottom left-hand corner in settings, we'll see a thank you page that we could begin with. So we have a blank canvas, and now what I'll be showing you is how to start from scratch. So to start from scratch, you'll click on add content, and you'll see all these blocks that we pre-designed that you can work from. They're also categorized by different categories: headers, cover, lead gen, et cetera, et cetera. So to get started, we'll go ahead and add our menu bar. Then we'll come up with some type of a thank you message. So if we go in the covers area, we have pretty cool blocks here that you could show your thank you message. So something like this. And then we'll go ahead and change this message just to say, thank you.
nice.
And then we'll get rid of this. So to get rid of this, you could right click and just hit delete element, and it'll just get rid of it for you. So we've kind of just created a thank you page here, and we've linked it to our home page, which will go back over here by clicking on manage settings and clicking back on the index page. Now, you always have access to see what the page is going to look like by clicking on this preview icon. So when you click on that, on the right-hand side, you'll see these three buttons, the desktop button, tablet button, and mobile button. So by clicking on the tablet button, you can see how the page looks on the tablet. And by clicking on the mobile button, you can see how it looks like on a mobile device.
So on the, like on that call to action there, when you change that URL, does it propagate throughout the entire page? So anywhere the call to action is, it links?
Yeah, well, you could actually custom link each call to action button. So the first one that we worked on was this one towards the header.
Right,
so
what if I have the same call to action, I have a long sales page, and I have that CTA 3 or 4 or 5 times?
So what to make that easy, what we've done is we've pre-filled the drop-down menu, so you could choose the same thing over and over.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yep. So I'll go ahead and map this last call to action button right here to the thank you page also.
And then, so do you save it, or how'd you minimize that box?
Yep. So the way I did that is we have a hotkey where if you hit the escape button on your keyboard, it automatically takes you back into edit mode. So I'll go ahead and do that again. And on the bottom right-hand corner, you could see the little save progress button.
Right.
And what it's doing is it's automatically saving the edits for you. And we have an undo feature. So by hitting Command Z, which is usually the undo command, like in Word, it'll roll you back to your last change.
So is that the only way though, or can they scroll down and hit save?
Right now, it's set up in a way where it does autosave automatically. So there is no option to turn the autosave off at the moment.
Okay.
Yep. So going down on the left-hand menu, the next item up was to be able to edit the code. So
turn it off. Make it stop.
I know, right? If you have HTML or JavaScript or CSS skill sets, and you really want to get in there and do a lot of custom stuff, you're more than able to do that over here. It's something that I don't enjoy myself, so I try not to click on that.
Right.
And then if you ever get lost inside of the editor and need quick tutorial videos on how to do something, we have that built inside of the editor. So by clicking on the menu, we have a lot of videos that teach you how to do certain things, all the way from how to clone a page, or how to set this up on a custom domain, or how to download it as an HTML, et cetera, et cetera. And under the settings, you have the option to give this page some type of a meta description. This helps with SEO. There's also this button that allows you to stop this page from being indexed. So let's say you're running an offer where you have a landing page, you have a download page, and then you have a thank you page. You don't want the download page to be indexed in Google, because then people have a short way of getting directly to the download page and downloading your offer. So to help avoid that, you could untick this, and what it will do is it'll create a script where Google will not crawl the page anymore. And then if you have any custom analytic codes or tracking codes, you could embed it right here, and it'll actually add it to the page. So let's say you have your Facebook retargeting code, or your Google Tag Manager, or Google Analytics. You could add all those JavaScripts right in this area, and it'll add it to the page.
Cool.
So that was just a quick demo of how we took a template from our marketplace. We brought it inside of the editor. We made a couple changes. We then linked the call to action button to another page. And so the last thing to do is to publish this. So there's a couple ways of doing that. There's inside of settings, you'll see this publish button, or on the left-hand side, you'll see this publish your changes button. So by clicking on it, you're accepting that you're about to make this go public. So you'll hit OK. And then it'll automatically load up a new tab, and you'll see that we've given it a subdomain of one of ours. And so by going to this URL, you could actually see your live landing page that you just built. And if I click on this button, it'll take me to that thank you page that I just created. So within minutes, we just created a custom funnel, and we were able to really extend the funnel by adding additional pages, where in this example, we added a thank you page.
So how do we integrate platforms like HubSpot or Infusionsoft, things like that?
Yep, great question. So once you're done, you'll go ahead and sign out of the editor, and on the top, you'll see a forms button. And so the way that our integration works is on your landing page, you typically will give a specific form a name. So these are some of the names that we've given the past forms that we've worked with. And by clicking on submissions, you could see a CSV list of everyone that's opted in. And the two integrations that we have at the moment is Infusionsoft and Zapier. So the integration that we have with Zapier is basically by clicking on it, what you have is this OAuth screen that you will sign into. So we are right now signed into our Infusionsoft account, Dreamer. And there's an area where you could actually search for the existing tags that you have in your account. So by typing a couple keywords, we'll pull a library of all your tags, and then you could specify what tags you want added to this form. So as each lead opts in on this form, they will be applied with that tag. So that's how the integration with Infusionsoft works. And then if you wanted to integrate with, let's say, HubSpot or ActiveCampaign or any other CRM, the best way to do that at the moment is with Zapier. And basically that's the same way. It's an OAuth where you connect to your Zapier account, and it takes you through all these steps. And once you've accepted it, then you could pretty much see Convrrt inside of your marketplace inside of Zapier. And so and then what that allows you to do is it allows you to pick, okay, all the leads that come on from this form, I want to zap it over to this third-party CRM.
Okay, cool.
Yep. So that was a quick demo of, okay, when you're generating these leads, where do I go to get them? So you have an option to click on the submissions button and get a quick CSV file of them. Or you could use Infusionsoft and Zapier to port that data to other CRMs.
Okay, so you create a site and then you create forms. So on the site that you created, it just took us to a thank you page. But in reality, I mean, they're going to click and have some type of pop-up, right, or something where the form would come up. Then that would take them to the thank you page, right?
Exactly. That is the more proper flow. And to show an example of that, we have this landing page where we give away a free template to promote your webinar. So this template right here is talking about, hey, download this free template to promote your next webinar. And the way we do that is we have this form right here. And if I click on this form, you'll see that we're taking them to a thank you page. And the next step that we need to do is we need to link this form to one of the forms that we have, or creating a new one to collect those submissions.
Okay. So that's where we either have it made on that forms tab, okay, or just create it from scratch. Cool.
Yep. And then from there on out, all the leads that come in, it'll just be stored right there.
Okay.
Now, one of the last things I wanted to show is we have a team environment feature where you could invite other team members to come and work on a specific landing page, or you could invite your clients and give them very limited access. To show that, what we do here is we go under teams, and you create your team. So you might have a marketing and sales team or your development team, et cetera, et cetera. And once you've given a name to your team, you'll go ahead and click on edit, and then you'll invite all your collaborators. And then once you've invited your collaborators, which could be your teammates or your clients, you scroll down, and what you'll see is all the landing pages that you've created on the left-hand side. And then you can give individual access to each one to different templates. So let's say for the marketing and sales team, I only wanted to give them access to this one and this one and this one. But for the promote one, I want to give them the ability to download it. I could do that. So you could get very granular on how you want to give them access to your landing pages. So just a quick example there. We have a couple agencies who have content writers that they subcontract the work out to. And so they will invite their content writers and give them just edit access. They won't allow them to publish it, clone it, download it, or delete it. They only give them access to edit it and write copy. Whereas the same group of agencies, they also invite their clients in, and they only give them publish access. What publish access does is it allows you to view the URL of the landing page. So then the client could take a look and give any comments that they may have, but they don't have access to either edit it, clone it, download it, or delete it.
Very cool.
Yep.
So you're just going head to head with LeadPages and Unbounce, huh?
Yeah. So the way we got started was actually about 4 to 5 years ago is when Unbounce really came out, and we were honestly a big fan of their tool. We were using it ourselves, but the problem we were running into was when we wanted our account managers, our sales reps, our marketing team, whenever they needed something to some type of a campaign to get out there and running, we were too busy working on something else, and so we weren't able to quickly turn those campaigns out for them. And the other biggest thing is they didn't even have the skill set themselves to go inside of these tools and to build it. And so we thought to ourselves, there has to be an easier way for them to build these pages. And so Drew and I, my co-founder, we started to tinker around on the side of like, okay, let's try to build something where our account managers, our sales reps, our marketing team can use this. And that's where we're coming out is where we want to make this the world's easiest landing page builder where you don't need any technical skills. You could go in there, pick something that you like, change it to the theme that you want, change a couple of the text, and then bam, launch it within minutes.
Right.
Yep. And so that's one of the reasons why we created this. We were frustrated as an agency doing this, and we are just now coming out with this newer version. We launched a couple of years ago with another builder that was a lot more of a legacy type of builder. You didn't have as much of a freedom as you do now. And we integrated with Infusionsoft at that time, and we became a Battle of the Apps finalist. We actually won our category, which was the track category. And since then, we were picking up traction. And that's when we got our real big win, was when SharpSpring, a marketing automation platform that competes with HubSpot, they actually licensed our current landing page editor. And so if you go inside of their platform, you will see something very similar like this. And so after we completed that engagement, we actually revamped our builder even more. We made it a lot more easier. added a lot more templates to it, and we improved on the technology itself and resolving a lot of the bugs the customers were having. So the product itself has been vetted through agencies, through partners, through marketers, and we've just been behind the scenes doing a lot of this. And now we're just coming out and hitting the market hard.
Very cool. So how are you pricing this?
Yep. So we have two packages, and I'll go ahead and show that over here by going into your account page and then to the billing screen. So the first package is $30 a month. It allows you to have 3 landing pages actively published at any given time. And then there's the $70 package that's basically your all-you-can-eat package. And so if you're a partner that has about 3 to 6 clients, or maybe you're an agency, this package would make sense for you because you could have thousands of landing pages published at any given time. And then in return, you could resell those landing pages for, a lot more than $70 a month. And so these are the 2 prices that we have at the moment. It's very entry-level pricing. It's to help get the message and the word out there. And in about 30 to 45 days, we will be slowly increasing the price.
Uh-oh. All right. Everybody better hop on it now.
Yep. And again, this is month to month. We don't lock you in for a quarter or to a year. I know a lot of other tools do that, and that's a pain point that small businesses usually have of getting started. So we wanted to make this very easy for people to get started. You can get started by going to Convrrt.com. We offer a 14-day free trial. So you could basically, play with everything that we just showed and make a decision at the end if this works out for you.
Right.
At any given time, if you have any questions or need help with your funnel, on the bottom right-hand corner, we have this little chat widget, which is powered by Intercom. And by clicking on it, you could type any question, and one of our team members will get back within 5 minutes. That's been our typical response rate, is someone will answer you within the first 5 minutes.
Nice.
Yep.
Very cool. All right. Well, we will have links to this. Any final words of wisdom? This looks really cool.
Yeah, we're always looking for feedback, and we're constantly iterating. The next product that we have coming out is analytics. One thing that I've been tired about analytics is just seeing numbers, right? You had 3 visitors. Your bounce rate was...
Hey, Kavin, your microphone just went very quiet.
Sorry about that. What I was saying is the next product that we have coming out is analytics. And one thing about analytics is that, when you look at Google Analytics, you have these static numbers that say you have 40 visitors yesterday, you have a 20% bounce rate, et cetera, et cetera. And what we want to do at Convrrt is to really show in a more visual way the visitor journey of how someone came to your landing page. And so instead of analytics, you'll actually have a referral source where it shows, okay, this visitor came from your Facebook campaign. They landed on this page, which was your landing page, and then they went to your download page, but they fell off and didn't complete it and go to your thank you page. So we're coming out in a way that's going to be a lot more visually representing these data analytic numbers that you're getting, and it's going to make a lot more sense to the non-technical users of where their visitors are coming from, what campaigns they are running, like which one is actually working, which one is yielding the highest conversion. And these types of metrics are going to really tell the user where they need to dump all their money into, because they're going to visually see.
Not dump, they're already dumping. This helps them invest their money.
Yes, invest.
Yeah, very cool. All right. Jen, you'll just have constant improvement, I'm sure, right?
That's right.
All right. Very nice. All right, Kavin, thanks for coming on the CRM Sushi Podcast, man. This was awesome.
Thanks, Wes. It's always a pleasure.